Hitting the high notes, first starting on Broadway and then landing a role on Glee, which led to a SAG Award and Grammy, Golden Globe, and Emmy nominations. And earlier this week, she released her debut solo album, Louder. Please welcome Lea Michele! How are you? Thank you. Thanks for being here. What's up?
This is so awesome. Congratulations on this show.
Thank you. It's been a lot of fun. Our first week on.
And this is such an iconic room. Like, I can't believe I'm in here right now.
It is.
How many times have you been in this room?
Too many to count. You know, the first time I came back.
Actually, let me just interview you.
Oh, yeah. What else you got for me? This is how I'm going to end my first week.
Like, I'm so, like, this was my generation.
Yeah.
Like, TRL, this was my growing up for me. Like, you know, you guys and everything. So I can't believe I'm singing in this room right now.
You basically grew up here in Times Square doing Broadway. Did you ever come up here back in the day for TRL stuff?
Well, I actually performed in the Minskoff Theater, which is downstairs in Fiddler on the Roof.
Oh, get out of here.
So, yeah. And TRL was always, like, happening. Or I don't know if TRL might have been done by then, but MTV was still, like, doing a lot of their shows up here and stuff.
Right.
So, yeah, it's really
Well, welcome back to you, too. We both have memories here.
I know. It's kind of cool.
And congratulations on your debut album, Louder. That's such an incredible thing.
Thank you so much. It went to #1 on its release day, and
it's unbelievable.
I can't believe it. It's really amazing.
You're such a veteran of this business, having grown up in this industry and done so much performing. But how was making a solo record, your first solo record, how was that different than you maybe thought going into it?
It was, a really long process, as I'm sure you know. I kind of, when I record songs on Glee, it's like you go in, you try to get as much done in as little amount of time as possible because we're doing so many episodes at once. And this was like, really, I got to take my time with everything and listen to songs and pick songs and write some songs. And so it was very creative and cathartic for me. So it was not what I expected. It was a lot more like fun and exciting than I thought it would be. And it was really amazing.
Are you one of those perfectionists that never can get enough good takes and you want to do it again and again and just try and top your last one and top your last one? I mean,
no, I'm actually not. I think coming from having a performing background on Broadway, you don't get a second take on Broadway.
True.
Like on the stage, it's like you just do it like one time and then that's it. So in the recording studio, I guess I kind of thought like, well, that was it, right? And they're like, well, we can do it again if you want to do it again. So I guess I've found like a good middle ground now.
Well, in my case, thank goodness I get 2 or 3 chances at it. Because sometimes the first one didn't go so well. So.
Do you ever work with Alex and Adam Anders?
Of course.
They do all of my Glee recordings, and they say the nicest things about you.
Yeah, I know them very well. Yeah, great guys. And tell me about your single "Cannonball," because I understand that song actually wasn't originally meant for you, but then you met the writer, and things kind of changed. How did that all play out?
I was hanging out with Sia, the incredible Sia. I mean, not only is she such a great singer, she has, all of her amazing songs she wrote for Beyonce. Did you hear Pretty Hurts? It's like the first track on Beyonce's new album, and it's amazing. So Sia, who's incredible, and we were just hanging out, we were writing, and she goes, oh, I'm going to go to the bathroom. Listen to this song I wrote. It's called Cannonball. And when she came back from the bathroom, I was like, you have to give me this song. I was like literally rocking back and forth, and she was like, you can have it. And what was so crazy was that she wrote that song for whatever she was dealing with in her life, and I heard it, and it was like, oh, this is about, she wrote it for me. So I think it's so great that it's universal, and hopefully it will help people the way that it really, really, really has helped me.
Well, let's talk about that for a minute, because doing an original album and doing songs that are a lot of your heart and your soul and your emotion. How different is that? How much harder is that, or different is that than doing Glee covers and releasing those?
You go into the Glee studio and you're singing songs that other people have sang before, and I'm also playing a character on the show. And now I go into the studio and these are my words, and these are my stories. And even if it was a song that I didn't personally write, I didn't even pick a song to sing that I didn't feel like the words or the story connected to my life. So it's very exposing, and it's a little, scary. You're really putting your life and yourself out there, but that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to introduce my fans to Lea Michele. I think they know Rachel Berry from Glee so well, and I wanted to let them into my life.
And yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
and it can be a scary thing, but in my own experience too, when you do an album that's very, very personal and you put yourself out there, you used the word cathartic earlier. It is very cathartic. It's almost a great healing process to kind of go through, and I found personally a lot of support in the fans and their acceptance of the music, and it all kind of made that process a lot easier for me. So it's a special thing. Music's always one of those things that can speak to us, you know.
No, music is honestly, it's the best therapy. It's been so incredible for me my whole life, and especially this past year. And I'm really, really, really proud of this record. And I think that, you know, it's been so great for me, but I hope, like, at the same time, it's good for my fans.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, it's #1, so it's already speaking to a lot of fans out there. Now, you guys have had some great tributes on Glee, you know, over the years. Even Michael Jackson, and we've had Elton John and Gaga. I gotta ask, what are we gonna see a boy band tribute on the show? I mean, what do we gotta do?
We have wanted that, like, so bad. Not only first of all, we wanted to do like a girl band, boy band, but we've also wanted to do a 90s, like a 90s tribute, because all of
I thought you were gonna
like,
say 98 degrees for a second. I was on the edge of my seat. I was ready.
But all the songs that like you guys sang and like this from when we grew up, I mean, those are like the best songs. And so, you know,
it's a great era in music.
I'll do my best. They rarely listen to me, but I will do. I've literally begged for like 100 songs over the past 5 seasons, and no, what you have to do is you have to say, ugh, like, please don't ever make us do a 98 Degrees song, and then it'll be in the next.